Hi, this is Cayman with S&B, and today I'm going to show you how to install an S&B intake kit on a 2015 and up F150 5-liter that already has a Whipple supercharger. This kit is an awesome enclosed intake kit. Comes with either a cotton cleanable filter or a dry extendable filter. Huge, high flowing, looks great, straight shot to the supercharger. So you're going to pick up sound, you're going to pick up flow, and just overall performance on a truck that already has a Whipple. If you already received the S&B intake, simply just take out the card that came with the kit. It'll be in the bag that has the clear lid. Scan this with your smartphone. It'll take you to our most up-to-date step-by-step instructions. You can watch along as well to get a feel for the install, but when it comes to the install, follow along step-by-step. We're going to get started right into the install by removing the negative on the battery, just with a 10 mil. Going to pop off the negative. So now we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to come over to the intake tube, and we're going to be removing the intake tube along with the sensors. So first step is you can loosen up these hose clamps. We're going to loosen up the hose clamp on the throttle body, as well as the one on the intake. These are both 8 mils. Now with those loose, we're going to remove these PCV fittings. So on this blue fitting, you see the little finger there? We're going to take that finger and slide it all the way down to the unlock position, and then just pull it off. So you can see a little bit better there. Now this bottom fitting, this is just going to pull out of the tube. And we can also just remove the tube to give us a little bit better access. Now you can kind of rotate it. Now the tube is free to come out. You can see the grommet stayed with the fitting as well. So we'll get this grommet moved and we'll transfer it back onto the intake. Now it's time to remove the air box. And to do that, we're going to remove these 2 rivets that are holding down that front scoop to the air box. We'll get these out of the way. And now the air box is actually free to come out of the truck. So it's just held in by those 2 prongs at the bottom. So now we provide a new bracket for this coolant overflow tank. So we're going to be removing these 3 bolts. Then there's 2 more on this tank. Now we're going to slide this bracket underneath the tank, just like how the other one was, and line it up just like that. Now we'll get this 10 mil tightened down. Grab the tank. Now the new bracket is installed. So now it's time to get the S&B intake assembled and installed in the vehicle. We're going to do a lot of the assembly out here on the table, then drop it into the vehicle. First step is going to be putting the front scoop on. So the front scoop just lines up with those holes just like that. Then we have these rivets. So these go in from the bottom. I'll show you. We'll poke them through the hole right here. And then they match up just like this. And you can kind of see the angle they're at. And then find your other rivet. Secures down just like that. So we'll do that 4 times. Now that the rivets are installed, we're going to flip this over. We're going to take the grommet and the hat washer. This is just going to push right into the box. Once that's in, put in the hat washer right behind it. Now we're going to take the coupler and put it onto the air box. This is what the intake tube is going to be sliding through. Get that on just like that. And we will tighten up this hose clamp. This is an 8mm. Now it's time to get the tube ready to be installed. We can take our MPT fitting. It's going to hook up to the PCV system. And this is an NPT fitting, so it's not going to screw down all the way. You can see there's still about 3 threads showing. I always do these hand tight. You can grab a wrench and get another half turn on it. We're going to take the grommet, and then this is going to go into the opening here. And you can also pull it in from the inside, just like that. Now, if you do not have a sound tube installed on your truck, or if you choose to delete the sound tube, you can install the delete cap. So just get this installed at this time. Put your hand inside the tube to make sure it goes around the whole edge and seals. So you can see there, that's installed. We'll also take the coupler on this end. It's just going to stretch around the tube. And we're not going to tighten this up yet, because this is going to the throttle body. Now, if you have a stage 1 Whipple, or if you have a Ford Performance supercharger with the stock throttle body on, you're going to be installing the step coupler. So this is AI2851C. AI2851C. So you can see there's a step, goes from small to big. The bigger round side is going to go over the S&B tube. So just get this and stretch it and get it started on one end, and just stretch it over the other end of the tube, just like this. We make this out of a silicone rubber, so it is stretchy. It doesn't have any fabric reinforcement. Grab the air box again. We're going to take our tube and slide it into the air box. You can see the rib that it stops at, just there. We'll take in our filter. And this could all be done in the vehicle as well. So when it comes time to your filter change, simply just pop off the filter. Now we're going to find the clear lid, and we're going to remove the plastic film on the lid. Now we're going to take the lid and install it into the snap-in seal. So the lid fits just like this. This tab will be on that side of the S&B logo. Just work your way around the clear lid. Okay, now the S&B intake's ready to be installed in the vehicle. You go under the coolant line. You can see it lines up great with that front scoop. Then we're gonna line it up to the screw in the sidewall. And we'll find the grommets that it was sitting in before. Those are the grommets it's sitting in. This is lining up. Now we're gonna reinstall the screw. So the Whipple stock box actually didn't have the included screw. So we're gonna get this reinstalled. It's a little bit easier to do when the filter is not in, but definitely doable. Now with the 1/2 inch ratchet, we'll we'll tighten down the screw. Now with the air box installed, we're going to get the tube on to the throttle body. Now with only one hose clamp on the coupler, we're going to get this coupler started onto the throttle body. So it's completely around the throttle body. Then after it's around the throttle body, we're going to take the other hose clamp and get this started. Now we're going to get this lower fitting pressed into the tube. Always make sure that it didn't get pushed through the actual tube so you can still feel that grommet on the outside. Now after that fitting is pressed into the tube, we're going to grab our second fitting, PCV, get that snapped into the tube. Now we're going to take the rivets from the Whipple airbox, get these pushed into our front scoop. Then the last step is going to be taking the clear lid and getting this snapped in to the airbox. So just work your way around. And now it's locked in. We are going to get this battery reconnected. So with the 10 mil. Now with the battery reconnected, this is the full install. We'll go through and make sure everything's tight. All hose clamps are connected, no leaks, fittings are good. Everything looks good. We'll get this thing fired up, let you hear the sound, and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.